Hi, so I'm going to show you how I do my regular everyday makeup, which is little liquid eyeliner flicks, like a 50s style cat's eye flick. It's pretty easy to do once you get practice. People ask me how I get them even and how I do them so well, but I don't. The thing is that nobody notices if they're not even or if they're a little bit blotchy. So I think you just got to go with it and not worry so much. Okay, so I just use a liquid eyeliner that I get from the $2 store. It's nothing fancy, but it really does the job, and it's waterproof, but it comes off quite easily with I just use some hot water on my face washer, and that does the job to get it off. Okay, so I've already lined my lower lashes with a bit of like a pencil eyeliner, and that's just to give the eye a little bit of balance. It's kind of I think it works best with a pencil on your lower lash line, and then the liquid eyeliner on your upper lash. So the reason I like this eyeliner is that it's got a little applicator that's like a little sponge rather than a brush, so it's a bit more rigid and gives you a little bit more control. So I'm just going to start lining this eye and show you how I do it. I usually start from the outside and I do the flick bit last, but I line the lash line and I try to get it like really close to the lashes so there's no gap, but I do it in lots of little strokes rather than one perfect sweeping stroke. Okay, so just fill that in. And if you want that to be really kind of Amy Winehouse, you could totally make it really, really deep, but I'm going for a bit more of an authentic 50s look. So the next bit is to get the flick, and the trick with the flick is not to follow the lash line of your upper lash, because then what happens is it comes to the edge, and as you open your eye, half of the flick kind of gets caught in the crease, so it really shortens the flick. And also it just kind of looks a bit odd. So I follow the line of my lower lash, so it actually curves up quite a lot at the end there, so I'm going to follow that line. I saw this in a 50s movie that I was watching, that the flick is actually like really, really steep. It's at a much steeper angle than you think that it's going to be. So I'm going to bring my flick in about that angle there and then fill it in. You can make it as long or short if you want. When you finish, don't open your eye widely at this point in time. That's why I'm keeping it kind of squinting half closed, because if I really open that up, I'm going to get this horrible smudge along the top of my eye there, so off the top of my eyelid. It's going to get all smudgy and black, and I'm going to have to take it off, which is annoying. So you're just going to let that dry for a little bit. So at this point in time, you can also either leave that as just a simple flick, or you can really thicken it up so that it's really obvious. You've got to remember that people aren't viewing you this close up. They're seeing you from like a meter away, and so this really isn't as obvious as you think it's going to be, so you can afford to be a little bit more dramatic. So I'm just going to bold that up a bit. Oh, I made a smudgy bit. There we go, fix it. A little hair on the end there. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. So it started to dry, so I can open my eye a little bit. And you can see how that flick isn't hidden in my eyelid crease. So I also sometimes add in a few more little lashes, so to deviate away from the 50s look and go a little bit more towards the kind of 60s baby doll. You just fix that. I can add in some more lashes. A bit more dramatic. Although up close you might think you look a little bit like a drag queen, when you pull away it's actually way less dramatic, because again, people are viewing at you from quite far away, not really this close. So to line up, get the other eye matching, just kind of do exactly the same thing. It's actually easier for me because I'm right-handed to do it with my right eye. So fill that line in. Okay, getting right down to the base of the lashes so there's no gap. And you can see that I'm kind of using the edge of the applicator rather than the point. Bring my flick in. that in there next. I kind of don't go for this double lash look every day. Maybe if I'm having my photo taken or something, because these things don't show up. Otherwise, you've got to be really over the top. Cool. That's it. Pretty happy with that. So you can probably see that they're actually not even at all, but no one's going to notice. Trust me, no one cares as much about it as you do. So practice really does make perfect. Just keep giving it a go. And it's not that hard. You'll get the hang of it pretty quickly. Don't be afraid of it. And if you mess up, it doesn't matter. Really, don't worry about it being so perfect. Okay, thanks for that. Hope you give it a go. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.